this is 6 things that I have now internalized, that I know for sure that are true across the board for anyone who has a narcissistic personality disorder. The whole gamut, and this goes for, even if this is your mother, your sister, your whoever, it's everybody who has it. If this person, if you are in a relationship with someone with a pathological personality disorder, even if they are in the stage of they're a new recruit and they've been contagious, they caught it from the group, and this is part of a group think now, it doesn't matter. Group think is a very dangerous concept, and this is part of how it is contagious, and how we can be capable of really cruel, really sadistic, really irresponsible behavior when we are in groups. And so that's another topic for another video in mind. Okay, if a person is a narcissist, they will use you. They will always use you. Always. They are looking at you for what they can use you for, and it will never be a fair and equitable relationship. They will always be concerned with their needs over yours, and they will not be concerned with your needs at all. Everything they say is going to be some form of a lie or a manipulation or a scam, depending on who they are and what their angle is. In the case of my parents, for instance, it's in general, the lies that they were telling were lies they were telling themselves. These were lies that they needed to believe. They wanted everybody to believe, because it was part of their shtick. It was part of their story. It was part of the whole thing. And so these would a lot of times just be. Big one is that I abandoned them. That's the big one, and that's one of the biggest things that they will do, is they will definitely flip the script, and when they have done something and they will turn around so that they are always the victim. And the reason for that is because, it's not okay to do certain things. For instance, it's not okay for my parents to take my inheritance, but if I've abandoned the family and they're protecting the family assets, it's defensive, then that's okay. So they'll create a scenario so that they can do what they want to do and make it socially acceptable. So, if it's not okay to lash out against your daughter and say maybe trying to steal her home where she's living with her children, but if she's a raging drug addict and not paying the bills and not paying not paying the taxes and all this stuff, which is was never true, then they're just protecting the assets, and they're just trying to do something. I think what they call it, what I got back from my I said to my brother, can you believe that they're doing that? And my brother said, I think that they're just protecting the assets. I'm going, whose assets? A, it's my asset, and B, what about protecting me? It was just outrageous, and these are the things that they would try and say to my face. Okay. 4 is that they will never change. And 5 is that they get a sadistic pleasure out of hurting you. And 6 is that they cannot love you. Now, these are things that I did not fully believe this when it came to my parents. I didn't believe that. I believed that my ex-husband did for sure get a sadistic pleasure out of hurting me. I believed that my parents would just do what they had to do because they were irresponsible and they were too busy fighting for their lives to try to protect their false identity, and they couldn't. They were willing to hurt me if it came to that, but they didn't get a sadistic pleasure out of it. That's what I told myself. But now I don't agree with that. Now I believe that because of the pathological envy, and because the system had made them sicker and sicker and sicker over time, that there is no love there for me. there is no love there for anybody. There is no empathy there for anybody. But I am their daughter, and that makes no difference. I am no different. If anything, that makes me more hate-worthy. There is nothing about my being their daughter that is getting me, that it is doing me any good at all. There is not any sort of, no part of them is feeling at all protective of me, at all an instinct for caring for me or my children at all. And this is really, really major, because in life, you know, it's not only children that need parents or that need families. We need families. We can't, a single mother with disabilities and 2 little children and an aggressive sociopathic ex-husband is not safe in the world. She needs family. You know, she needs family. And the fact that I did not have a family put me in jeopardy for all kinds of things. And you know, they did a lot of really terrible things, but what they know about is just the tip of the iceberg. What the real cost that the biggest penalties that I paid, the biggest prices that I paid, were for just the way that their disloyalty opened the floodgates for everybody to do anything. There was no limitations. My husband had no limits on what he could do to me, because he felt entitled to do anything. And once he knew that no one was looking and no one would jump in to protect me, he was good to go.